Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're here with day 3. We are coloring already. This is what happens when you scale down. But regardless, we do have a number of parts that need attention, namely that we are going to have a night scene, which basically means that we need to have the lighting include a whole ton of dark blue, a whole ton of purple on a lot of different parts. Probably more purple on it should be the purple on her skin, and then probably working more with dark blue on the hair. Her hair is like this very silvery blue kind of white. Means that generally a darker blue should be somewhat appropriate. Regardless, we're gonna find out if I have any problematic gaps in the hair, given the way I've done the hair. But we're gonna do the usual thing. We're gonna work our way through all of the layers with the 10,000 different color layers I'm gonna need for this. Alright, the halo, from what I know, is not floating in a particular way. Do I want to use her eye color for this, or do I just want to take this lightish kind of blue, little bit blue, kind of white? What is my paint bucket doing right now? Looking at everything? Okay, just look at the... Ooh, wow, why does it do that? Just fill in the whole thing, it's fine. Okay, you out. Okay, so making the general assumption that the flowers aren't going to move. So we are going to just try and shift all of this together. I'm going to turn off the rough sketch at this point. We're going to turn off the environment for a little bit. I think I actually need to pull in the lower part of the eye a little bit. Looking at it now. Where are we? I feel like it's pretty much the same color here, isn't it? So we're gonna go ahead and color in each of these little balls as well with color here. We're just gonna work with this blue line on the actual accessory here. If it doesn't look particularly nice once all the lighting's in, we'll change the line color probably to a lighter color because we want it to stand out a little bit against everything else. Or we're gonna have to color it in independently. Depends how that goes, but seems like the paint bucket is not agreeing with me here, so we're just gonna very quickly do these little dots. Probably this is fine, right? Yeah, okay, very good. Thank you. Gonna get in there. Oh wait, no, it's actually getting in there. That's a change. Doesn't feel like it got all the way in there. Oh, it did. Alright, now then. What color is her hair? Or what color do we want to have her hair be based? Do we want the slight gradients in it? Or do we want to just go where the light is, which is basically white? Might actually be worth more to use the darker gradient down a little bit on her hair instead. Kind of looking at it right now. Actually, while I'm at it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just screenshot the memorial lobby as well, since that is also a night scene. We can take a look at how the color works there. I think for now we're taking a look at the color wheel while I scroll around here. Definitely, I mean, it's pretty much all in the same range, but it definitely gets darker in some spots. You kind of see it getting darker even in the wheel there. I think we'll use this as the base color. Alright, what do we want to do with this? So I have purposely closed off a good number of spots just to make different pieces easier to work with. We'll see if that actually helps in the long run. I'm not sure to like flick this a little bit so that it stands up a little bit more. Or just to add a shadow below it. Probably it's fine, just add a shadow below it. Go. I like this one now. This should behave. And what's this other piece? Oh, the actual braid. Sure. I'm pretty sure I closed off the braids, so we should just be able to get in here and paint bucket everything. I close that all off to make it easy to work with. 1 to 2. Turn you back on. Then turn you down. Or turn you down. Okay, which one are you? You're the actual like side piece. Should this be the side piece, or should this actually be behind something else? Maybe we'll actually bring this. Which one are you? Should I actually bring this back a bit? Come to think of it. Actually, I think I'm gonna bring you to the back. Well, let's just color this while I'm looking at it. Bruh, get in there. I just fat finger some keys. Just shove you to the back while we're dealing with that. What do we want to do with you? Oh wait, I think the game's on maintenance. Come to think of it, I think there was a maintenance noticed earlier today. Well, let me just check. Game's not starting up. Nope, there's a download. It probably hasn't finished maintaining yet, right? Maintenance usually goes until I'm like about finish a stream. Let's have a look. The game gonna initialize and start up. Loud. Are you gonna start up or use the currently still in maintenance? I just need one screenshot. Oh, there's more data. Alright, well done. What piece are you? So, gonna be pretty generous with some of the coverage on these pieces. The head not turning does make it so that we can be pretty wild with the way we cover up some of the gaps, because we could just have this giant piece that we actually don't need to worry about the shape for. Which does help a lot. The game has actually updated, so let me just go over to it to snap a screenshot. Oh, that's a gap there, isn't there? What's currently happening in the game? It is just the rerun. Alright, the Nagusa actual whatchamacallit gotcha's out. She's not limited. Were they ever limited? I don't think they were actually. Oh, this one's in sunlight, so you can get to see her super white swimsuit against her very light skin under the sun, which notably does actually show a little bit more a little tiny bit more blood flow in the old body. I get a screenshot, thank you. Give me this. You also get to see that I have not activated my windows. That is fine. Okay, so looking at some of the colors here, yeah, just a lot of blues. So we want moonlight against a dark blue sky. Just a very dark blue filter over everything. The stars get smaller. What are we dealing with here? Since the hair literally just needs to wave from side to side, I'm presuming that I can cover all the gaps without any real problem. Well, at least I'm just gonna make that assumption. Let's just be a little aggressive with this piece and just use it to cover a whole bunch of the head. Because we're in nighttime and our hair is like relatively straight and neat, we can actually get away with a very low amount of strand detailing. I want to be... which one's this? Piece is this? Just shave off the bit that's like right against the hair. We'll leave that to the top part of the hair to deal with the bit right against the top of the line. We'll just bring this almost all the way up instead of all the way up. Alright, now to find out how horrific the pieces at the back are. Whoop, I just pressed something. See how weird this looks if I just leave it like this instead of rearranging the lines a little bit here. A little bit. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit weird. I kind of did her hair very randomly, so this is very much a giant gamble to see if this looks okay or not. Indo, looking at it now, might be able to get away with just a couple of pieces needing an extension on the on some of the lines, the actual line portion of the piece. Ba, 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 ba. I really don't care up here. It really doesn't matter. Oh my. Oh, the line work could really do some help there. Because the main bit we care about is like the bit that's waving out and about, bitter out. So we just get some color to all of these pieces and then figure out how horrific each part really looks. Um, hello there, how you doing? Currently finding out how rough of a job I did on the hair in the end. With some good old color. I feel like a couple of these are definitely going to need a little bit of a rework, but once we can see each individual shape, that'll be significantly easier. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let's just see what that did to that part. Oh, that definitely went over the line, didn't it? Why did it go over the line so spectacularly? The fun bit is that some of this here, I won't even be able to see the major problems until the shading is in, because they're just going to overlap on top of each other like crazy. Okay, so the top piece is just literally the usual. It's a giant cover piece that ensures that everything that needs to be covered with hair color is covered with hair color. So we're just going to do the gigantic noggin piece that kind of overlaps or overlays over the head, kind of like a wedding veil. Even like pull it in like underneath the ear here. That's also a consideration. Okay, the ear is still in here that I need to deal with, but for now that could wait for a moment. Where's the back part of here? I put that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, put that. Put that in front of the body. Is that gonna be a problem? I think this has to go right at the back. Alright, which piece are you? Then... Or whatever. The funnest part of this is that I had to go in and look for the actual hair piece itself. Because it's not super clear underneath everything where exactly it is. And you can kind of see the color slowly filling up back there, so hopefully with just a couple of different shades on the different hair layers, we should have a good layering of hair here. And then once this piece is in, we'll know if there's any hilarious levels of gaps anywhere. There are some. Yeah, certainly some gaps. What? Is this a problem? This like giant gap like right here? I think the gap over here is fine, but this gap right down the middle. You might want at least one more pulling through here. Hmm. And some of these lines definitely need to be extended upwards. You know what, let's just do the body. I'll worry about increasing the amount of hair later. Where's the ear? Okay, let's grab our skin color, the very light color, as we concluded last time. I don't actually know if this needs to be separate. Well, it does in the... by the fact that this needs to be over some bits of hair. In fact, it needs to do this. I do almost distinct like bottom lash. He's got like really long lashes on the bottom part of the eye as well. Hmm. Alright, let's just do this for a moment so we can miss the eye. Well, I want to just copy the way they're kind of doing the eye here. Make it a little bit more flaky. I mean, I'll be real, I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to like a bushier or more layered lash. I do like a single line. Where's it here? Alright, go something like that. You know, I already increased the size of the canvas, but it seems like the pixels are still really getting in there. Alright, we shall now increase the almost white to white. Don't know how I feel about the way I did that. Oh wait, this is not white, this is almost white. Very important difference. That was a joke. I'm gonna change the line colors here a lot. I think basically everything's gonna need like at least a dark blue line. Just by nature of what the lighting is gonna entail. Oh, right, eyebrow. How did I forget about that? Do I want to go with darker color here? Oh, for now, we'll just do the same color. I honestly can't tell if I put a color in here or not. That's how hilariously light her skin is. Alright, let's chuck a gray color into her eye. Alright, well, anyways. Close you for a moment. Ba, 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 ba. Um. Um. Ba, 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 Alright, so these rings are basically white, so we're just gonna go ahead and fill these in. These ends are also going to be white, so let's just go ahead and fill these in. Now then. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. Alright, now for the very fun part. We don't actually need a center here. We could just like merge this together already. Because all we need is to go yellow, right? Give me a yellow from here. That, let's make that a little bit more saturated. Literally just like a blotch of color here. That kind of represents the center of the flower. We'll use it to hide the overlapping bits of the line as well. Ba, ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Everything here is basically just white, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, is this closed off? I think it is. Is this thing closed off? I think it also is. Yes, it is. It's like half a buttocks. uh, Alright, give me this. Actually, need to change the angle on this. Where's the clothing? Oh, clothing's up top. Why do you change the angle on this? Don't know if I need the neck to be separate or not. Or just be part of the head. Because the head piece itself can actually move back quite a bit. I mean, if you get like real close up, you can actually see that there is a very minor color difference between her skin and her swimsuit. Give me just this. Man, I don't know how I feel about the webbed underfoot. Ba, 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 Pop. Give me this. Is this not closed off? It is not. Slightly creamy, very mildly creamy. Amazing how you can actually see the differences in color there. Alright, what is the base color of the kimono that we want to use? Just the white and then really bring in the blue? Use this blue. Ba la ba 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 Okay, this is a bit where the hair actually matters because it needs to hide the fact that I'm not really being very careful with this part. We want to light a color on the edge here? We do. Give me this. And then... Okay, let's see how problematic some gaps actually are. Okay, right down here. I think we want one going through here somewhere. Uh, um... Okay, let's see. Let me just shade these all different colors so that I can differentiate between all of them. Hmm. Ba, 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 la, bum. Um. Ba, 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 bum. Hmm. What kind of shape do I need here? Hmm. Um. We just need to hook another piece inwards here. This is a back piece, so we're not going to be too careful up here, but... Okay, normal weird gaps. Yeah, that feels a bit better in terms of any weird gaps. Able to hear like behind her. Okay, I still don't know how I feel about this piece in particular. Maybe we'll just connect it straight down. Why was that so much bigger? Don't be so much bigger. Um, um, or something like that for now. Okay, allow me to stare at this wave pattern a little bit. Just work out exactly what's happening. How do I need to deal with this? Think about this. bum. Bu- 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 la- some of these pieces definitely look a little bit weird. Bum, bu- bu- bum, bu- bu- bum. Is this line being too wild? A little bit. Bu- 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 la- bu- 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 bum. Bum, bu- bum. Bu- 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 bum, bu- bu- bum, bu- bu- bum. Let's just grab a couple of colors from here. Actually, I'm gonna grab the same yellow that we're using here. Ba- 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 bum, ba- 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 bum. I feel like this usually actually flows behind the moon. Is there a piece behind her head? I feel like there's a piece behind her head. There is. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Hmm. Turn it off for a bit. Turn you off for a bit. Okay, we want the light to be hitting her kind of in the face. We can't have the light hitting the other side of her hair, along with the other parts. But I think we're gonna have some fun for a bit. First up, we're gonna oh jeez, deal with the kimono or haori. Not the kimono. This is the thing you wear on top of the kimono. Alright, let me sit down. Up, 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 Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. Uh, bum, 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 bum. It really nice that there's like a very clear shot of this somewhere. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, if we do it like that, per se. Okay. Hmm. Ba ba la ba bum ba bum. Is there one more layer? One more layer. Ba bum ba ba la ba bum. Ba bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum ba bum. Okay, that last one's kind of dodgy, but it's fine. Hmm. Alright, let us go. Hmm. Hmm. Up, 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 up. Um. Yeah, that'll do. Um. Um. Oh, the sneeze isn't coming out. Why isn't it coming out? Yeah. Ooh, wait. Man, that flower's kind of horrific. Okay, that's a bit bitter. It's still not great, but it is within acceptable boundaries. Which is an upgrade from Yikes. Want a second one of these flowers? Um, Honestly, it looks like some weird, wiggly, tentacle monster there. That'll do. I need a more. Probably should have just drawn these with a black line. Let me see if I can pull these out and. Can I make this like just a black color for a bit? Yeah, I can if I do this. Then rasterize. Then why is this color so light? I thought it'd be darker than that. Ba ba bum. Ba ba la ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. I vaguely know what I'm doing. Oh, jeez. Ba, 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 bum. Um. Oh, wait. Alright, what do I want to do? I want to do petals here, alright? Alright, go like that. That doesn't look completely insane. That's a lot of layers, Mo. Okay. Then we grab you and you. Then something like that. Alright, let me go toilet. Alright. Bup, 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 that enough for the gradient, or should it actually be higher up? I feel like that's about as high as it should go, right? Like kind of staring at it, it's like, is that good or is that not good? Bup, bup, Happy is about right. Let's just do this as a sleeve as well while I'm at it. Uh, mm, that looks about right, I think. I think that looks about right. Mm, I don't have to tell because like the sleeve kind of goes up to roughly where the same spot as the body. I think it should be about right. Hmm. It's pretty much the same color as the sleeve itself. I would actually darken these maybe. Hmm. Does that actually look better, or should it just be lighter and just rely on the night lighting to darken it? Up, up, um. All right, let's go blue wave. That looks significantly darker on this. Was it just because of the blue around it? Doesn't contrast as aggressively as the white? She... Um... But regardless, Alrighty, it's once again time for waves. How do I need to do this in a way that actually has the, like, turn of the sleeve here or not? Bum, 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 bum. That feels really short. It should be higher than that. It should be a lot higher than that. Uh, it should be a lot higher than that. More I look at it, the worse it gets. Oh dear. Okay, I think the insanity is slowly sitting in for this. Bum, bum, bum. Oh jeez. That's too big now? Why does it feel really big? Was it because I have another waves, like the blue waves, up as far away? Um. Bum, 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 bum. Huh? Ooh. Why is it not? Alright, how do we do this? It's gonna look a little bit weird because I'm not overflowing the pattern at all. So it's going to only be as far as it reaches based on where the fixed positions are. Ba ba la ba 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 bum. Ooh, wait. And this one's wobbly. It also feels very tall. Or more like the one next to it is too tall. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, go with something. Oh, that looks a little bit horrific. Hello there, how you doing? Currently working through kimono patterns on top of the Haori. Good thing that you don't have a full limp kimono here. I've only seen as much as the game lets me. Bum, bum, bum. Which one's the EX mission? Is that just the EX, well, the EX skill? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, be a moment. I've only seen as far as like the animation inside here. Because of course the person wearing the very white swimsuit is going to bend over. At the current stage I have like zero intentions of pulling for her though, so we're just gonna settle with being able to see that on the gacha screen. I'm just looking at it on the gacha screen itself. I feel like I can see enough from there. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, I'm running under the same logic as usual. She's not limited. I'll probably just random Nettie pull her from a anniversary pool or something. Like, I mean, half anniversary should be the event after this, based on timing, I think. So I'd like to hold Jins with that. Oh my. Here's a follow there. Bum, bum, bum. Indeed. I have not personally, but I also don't interact with the English audience beyond anyone who comes into the stream, so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, I have for the record, just not really given the crap, and I have definitely done a healthy level of the smaller characters in swimsuits already, so I'm sure a lot of them will have a lot of things to say to me. I mean, these are the characters that increase visual effectiveness. I don't know if there's a need, or like there's much of a niche for raid effectiveness at this point, or just like specifically raid effectiveness. Like every time you need a, what was it, special on red, you could just throw on one of the special buffers. That's a swimsuit Nagusa for aiming for animation here. I'm currently waging war with the kimono pattern. Indeed, but free-to-play players need to watch the gym economy. Oh, if anyone wants the chat to sit on screen longer, because this currently is conversation going on both YouTube and Twitch, just tell me if you actually want to interact. Otherwise, it's mostly just for me to see. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to grab a couple of these flowers and we're just going to chuck them on top of the sleeve portion. We're just going to go like this and just chuck it up here, and we're just going to go... she's definitely got a swimsuit that is very white and very low in coverage in terms of fabric. So, you know, you look at her, it very much, or very close to, looks like she's wearing nothing. No, I'm not. I don't know what that is either. I don't do anything on the internet these days apart from art stuff, so... Or very specifically drawing streams while I'm trying to get some other stuff out. Everything I do is art related. Do I want one more of these flowers or just want blue ones? Let's get some blue ones up here. Oh, where's my blue flower? On that note, I'm actually gonna go look up what that is. What was that? Can you guess who the BA girl is? Let's have a look at that. Can I just Google that? Let's have a look at this. What are they doing? Wow, they just list a bunch of facts and yet a guess. That is wild. I'll be real, the only content I really watch is either edutainment or like let's plays, I guess you could still call it. It's like group gaming. Hey, does the what does the bot pick up for the YouTube name nowadays? Because YouTube switched to use your tag instead of your display name, which is kind of weird. Where's my blue flower? Blue flower. Come on, let me pick this up. Don't pick up the anchor, pick up the flower. Thank you. Oh, did I not put little bits in the middle of this? I did. Okay, good. We'll make this... Chuck this here. Then we'll go 1, 2. We'll chuck 1 up here. We'll just rotate around like this. Good enough. Where's this other thing? Give me this. Whoop. Go like... oh, that's not the right button. This. Grab this. Grab this. We're just going to shrink you down a bit, and we'll just chuck you, I don't know, like here. Yeah, it's going to clip into the line a little bit. It's fine. Where's the blue one? You. And then into here. I pressed the wrong button again. Then we want... Oh, is this one cut off? That's hilarious. This one's partially cut off. Alright, we could just do it this way instead. We'll grab you. We'll just make a second copy of you. We'll go up here. We'll just, I don't know, roll you a little bit. Then we go like this. We make you have black lines. We rasterize that. And then we do this. And then I need this color. And then we just go like this. Beautiful. Then I do have another flower somewhere. Where is it? Where is... this one? Grab you. Paste. You grab... Oh, is this cut off as well? Okay, well then, guess you shall go do this way. Where's pink flower? Alright, you come over here. Flip. We'll put you like right here. Then we want you to be white. We want you. It's just... Actually, wait, no, I can just literally color this because it's give me this color. Beautiful. Do I want another one around here somewhere? No? Okay, give me petal color. Okay, so... go... 1. Go like here, maybe. Go... whoop. We'll stick one like this could be a bit random kind of. Go like here. It would make like a really big one. Why not? Put one here. I will just put one on the edge here. Go like, oh, that's a mistake. Go like that. Okay, we'll go with like that for now. Alright, and now the fun bit is I need to do this again for the inside part of the model of Howry here. Alright, round 3. Let me just put this into a folder so I can easily move it out of the way. This is an outer. Okay. Okay, my wrist doesn't work that way. Let's flip around. Let's just go here. Go like, how to do like a very tall kind of shot here. Go like this. Okay. Then we're just gonna do this so that we can see this more clearly. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Take that out. Oh wait. I still need to do this side. Go. Sure, whatever. Good enough. Then we'll go. Okay. Then take this off, put this on. Okay, I think I made this a little too wide. Okay, this is not gonna be quite accurate, but kind of reaching a point where it's like turning on the fabric. And this is also the bit that's covered by the hair, so I'm also not too concerned about it. Okay, we'll just go with that for now for that. Then... Fist banner. I am partially hoping that they go with, new characters. I mean, the opening sequence has been changed up and showing new characters, so I'm hoping that'll be new characters. I think that might be hoping for too much, seeing as last time they went with the Trinity Tea Time swimsuit one and then went into the, I think it was like what? They did that and then, as the half anniversary fist, and then went into the Wild Hunt stuff. So I think that's probably, hoping for too much. We'll see what they do if they go with existing characters. Like, it is the season, so they might just throw it at more swimsuits. I think that's the wrong color. I think that's a multiply layer. It is a multiply layer. Give me this. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, it's gonna be what? In July. Actually, is it gonna hit in June? Because they haven't done anything like related to the rainy season yet. Because a lot of it is quite easy to theme some stuff for the rainy season in Japan with typhoon season in June. They haven't done that yet. But I feel like it's something that needs to be able to stretch into July, so like 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be swimsuits, right? Because especially you want to sell it, right? Because they know that if they are doing a half anniversary and they bring out swimsuits, they can make people spend money. But let's be real, business first. Business first at all times. This is the wrong shape. I'll just go like this. Then we'll just do a... I mean, this part doesn't have to be overly accurate, given that's at the back. So, just go like that. Alright, time to grab a bunch of flowers again. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, if they want to get real spicy, you can bring out, so alongside swimsuits for, Hikari Nozomi. I'm sure the global community will love that. There's already such a big divide on the, Molly characters. But if you want to, you know, make people spend money, that would be, a way to make people spend money. uh... So you go wild and you release, or you do some Highlander event. You release Duo as one of the banners, and then you go Swimsuit, Hikari, and Nozomi. And I'm sure that the global audience will really love that level of spiciness, because if you want anyone to hate things super quick, that is one way to go about it. uh but from a business perspective, that is probably actually not a terrible maneuver. Wasn't there someone who like just came with the regular version in between all like a festive thing? Was it not? Am I remembering that wrong? I don't pay enough attention at this point. Uh, the banners come and go so quickly that it's kind of hard to keep track. Did I grab a big flower somewhere? I did, right? On the sleeve. There's a sleeve. Give me this. Which one? Which flower is this? Is it this one? Not this one? Which flower is this? Not this one? Which flower is this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, just chuck this into here. Whoop. That's not the paste button. Where's there a throw? Where'd I put the throw? Where? Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that for now. We'll leave the... Actually, should we leave this back bit as empty as it is? I still need to do petals. Maybe we just chuck a giant petal in there. Alright, give me petal color. Let's chuck a petal over here as well. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for the back bit here. Okay, so what does this look like in the end after all of that? I want to say, I think I actually did a pretty good job on it. And this is without any of lighting layers yet. This is just the pattern. I think it looks pretty good. Might have been a little bit shy with the waves on the bottom of the Howry, but I think it is fine since it's also a little further back, perspective wise as well. This leaf should be further forward, right? Alright, that's enough waging war with that. Let's wage war instead of the eyes now. Okay, so the way I've done the eye at the moment is so that I can squish it easier, because learning from the previous project, make it wider and bigger than it actually needs to be and then shrink it. Never the other way around. It's always a mistake going the other way around. And I've made that mistake so many times now that you'd really think I'd learn, but if humans could really learn from their mistakes, we wouldn't be waging war on each other so often. Okay, what do we want to do with our eye? Okay, so while I think I'm not going to turn the eye, I still need to probably do this in a way where ideally I just need to squish the eye. I don't need to whatchamacallit, turn any of the inside bits. I know, right? It makes money. And we all know capitalism. I mean, my favorite thing nowadays is that I am now officially allowed to go around calling people comrade, because my birthplace has been taken over by communism. What they call it communism is not communism. Do I want to have like a... I think I want to define the iris aggressively here, right? And then just have like a hard shadow on some parts. Then squish the eye when it's moving. Well, I'm gonna have to squish the eye in Live 2D, just so that I have some leeway if I need to pull it out at all. Alright, pupil. We'll go dark blue. The good thing about this project is that since there's not as many layers, I think I can actually very easily afford to keep a lot of layers separate if I need to. We're just gonna soften that a little bit. We're just gonna turn out to multiply layer to like soften it. Okay, we're gonna use the same color to go around the edges here. Just for the very edge of the eye. It should be quite light because we still want to put a night overlay over the top here. Do we want a highlight coming from the moonlight here? I think we'll just add it. Do I need a lash shadow coming from the moonlight, actually? If the moonlight's on her face, then that could be considered. But otherwise... Also, you can't tell where the eye whites is from her skin. That's a feature. Okay. I need to get this braid behind the clothing here, but that's fine. That could be masked in if it needs to be. Um. Oh, actually, while I'm looking at this, give me, go up to Halo. This mellow, actually, mellow's out more, maybe. We'll go like more, more. Give me that. Where's her? Okay. How do I feel about that? Um. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I feel okay with that. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we're just gonna give like the lash a little bit of a paint job at the end here. Like a little bit more of the blue. Turn that down. I'm sure that's gonna behave once the nightshade comes on top of this. What should I do with her brow? And the way they dealt with the brow here to make it very visible was just to, like, completely darken it, which is definitely a choice. But that is very dark. It actually stands out incredibly aggressively. I should really add more of these, like, loose strands that don't have, like, an outline. I should start doing that. And that definitely does help. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, well, I want to try and do stuff to her, Hmm. Where's the hair? Not you. You. Just gonna shave this down a little bit. Man, I still don't know how I feel about the feet. That's gonna haunt me forever. Hmm. Bup, 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 bum. Hmm. Okay, let me think about how this has to go for a bit. Um, if everything has a night light basically over the top, does each piece need to carry the moonlight individually? Okay, I think this is a bit where I need to study how to do this kind of scene lighting. Also, I need to think about exactly how it needs to work as well, because, do I need to have them be individually painted in that way, though? With the overlay on top, or can I afford to have this giant piece doing the shading on top? I think each individual piece is still gonna need its own shading. Does that mean I need to... Okay, I'm not gonna figure this out tonight. Let's just chill for a bit before finishing up. Up, 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 bum. Let's just make you full screen again. How to do it again? Up, up. What I'm looking for? Yikes. Why can something still be in here? That is... There's a bit spot to check here. I want to be efficient about this. Oh my god. Oh, there's one. Alright. There's literally two exact spots it can be. I guess this is probably a better guess than the... Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Does it actually... Does the F15 work on this? I just presume the, I just need to use the standard controls and options to do anything. Oh, I think that's a surfboard. What does this thing look like? Is it something like this? Oh my god, it's huge. This is what the umbrella. Is it bad that I had to look down and just like start looking for the screenshot? That's not what the... It runs on the Steam client, so you can use the It's F12, isn't it, for the Steam screenshot or something? You can't, or does it? Is it the thing where like you open it through Steam to open the client to open the game off the client? F12. Why do I have to look down for that? It's just 2 keys away from F10. Oh dear. Okay, well, everything. If I can find the umbrella, this would be nice, but. Okay, there's another. What's this? A phone? What's the camera? Might be a camera. I haven't really seen a casual camera in a very long time. That's always like a thing when I was learning to touch type, was that it's like I can't touch type, but I can't touch type anything from the numbers and up. Like if I need to touch type numbers, I have to use the numpad. Which my friends found hilarious, and also my colleagues found hilarious when I started working in the office that used the smallest laptops I've ever seen. I mean, I felt like I was at least somewhat justified in asking for a keyboard when I was working, because that laptop's keyboard was so small that the keys were in the wrong spot. Like, that's that bad. Like, come on, man, you can't. It's like you can't expect me to touch type when the keys are literally in the wrong spot, because touch typing is literally based on the keys being in the correct spot. Was also the fact that that laptop had this little like joystick between a couple of the keys, which was completely insane. Because you could control the mouse with this tiny little joystick that was just like sat between the keys, which also pushed some of the keys into a different spot. It was actual insanity. What's this? Do I get the furniture? I mean, I can't afford the furniture right now, but if I get the furniture. I'm looking on this 74, 89. Oh geez, 19. Get some of that. Probably get some of this. I mean, I'd probably grab it if I have enough afterwards, but why does this cost 35? That's a very random number. Okay, that's one pool's worth. Who's this? Oh. Who's this then? Ah, right, 4 of them. I mean, I have, the Summer Yukari. I mean, if I pull for Nagusa, then, technically I'll have the full set. But, at the current stage, that is not in the plans. I can pull one more slot, just chuck it in here. Alright, there it is. Still need to find one umbrella, that's crazy. I mean, I only recently got Izuna, I think, just from the memory pieces. But I have a pretty healthy amount of characters I don't have. I feel like I should be in a good spot to just randomly yank a couple out during the increased ×3 festival rates. Even though, honestly, I think the last round of that didn't actually go too well for me. Where is it? Let's see. Because, these 3 are all memory piece editions. I think Hiyori was recently added to the shop. I think it was like Hiyori and Miyu were both added to the shop at some point. And then Izuna was just from the stage. During the Fox Squad gacha, I pulled no extra characters, which was pretty sad. When I grabbed the Asuna, when that was an anniversary event came back around. I got no extra characters. Um, and then it is what here, I think. I can't remember if Kana was in this group. Because Kotama is probably with the K and Ellis pools. Actually no, this whole area should be from the K pools. Because I had a really horrific bit of luck with K. Because I think I got her like 180, and I ended up just sparking for Ellis at 200. Yeah, because it would have been from the event Toki up to K. So this is like all banner stuff in here. Because Takane was the that was the event, gotcha, because I felt like she filled a niche I pulled her. Racer was limited, and I didn't actually do both the banners that time. And then was what the what's happening in the middle here? I actually don't know what's happening here. Did I get them all with the Racer banner, or did I get them all with? Because Ellie and Kanoe were limited. I remember that. But I didn't pull for Fuyu when she first came out. Because Love was from here to Racer should be the Magical Girl event. So I got like free with alongside the Racer banner. I feel like all of my more recent big pulls have all been during anniversaries. Like I almost save up for half a year before pulling. Oh dear. Alright, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how to do night lighting. Oh, there's some birthdays coming up for the twins. Up, up, down, down, left, right, AB. There's no AB in there. That's a Konami code. Speaking of Konami, I'm going to very aggressively try and pirate one of the games starting tomorrow. Because they aren't releasing a PC version and they aren't releasing the game outside Japan. Alright, so, in terms of where this is at right now, the way coloring works when there's very little light is quite different from what I usually do, so I do need to have a good think about exactly how this has to go. I think the lighting is going to be coming from the left. I'm deciding whether it should be coming from behind her at this current point. Like, well, in terms of how we're looking at her. So like from opposite the camera, so that the light would be like against the edges of her body, and then like this side would be the darkest in the front. Or we need to just do the light and more of an angle, and then I'll figure out, or I'll try and figure out water, because I'd like to have her standing in the water if possible. But either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of coloring. We're on day 3, we're on coloring, so I think schedule-wise we're sitting in a pretty good spot. We'll keep working on this until it's done, and then we'll move it into the animation phase, and we'll get this looping along. It'll just be one single loop. Once again, the schedule is 3 weeks. So hopefully we can get this done within 3 weeks, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, but either way, if you want to see more of this, or be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from, leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.